All right, good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live streams for today. First off, we are starting on the Train Sim World 2 Boston Springer, heading from Providence to Boston, about a 40-minute trip, and then we'll wrap that up, and then we'll take a short break, and then we will go flying from Long Lakes to Boston. That shouldn't be too long of a flight either, so we'll just get a couple things done on Sunday, and then we will wrap it up for the week, for the day, and we'll be back on Monday. So give me just a second here. I need to open up the, there we go, get a little airflow in here. Okay, so we're doing this service here, departing at 14:33. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I found them the other day. There they are. Oops. I think there's supposed to be a spot where it speeds up, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done this. I used to play Train Sim World 2 like all the time. So this is the AMTK 50th anniversary. Yeah, I don't know why that had to be on there, but okay. I don't think that was on there originally. But this is the 50th anniversary livery minus the Xbox Train Sim World, or the Train Sim World 2 stuff. I knew it sped up at some point. Might be a quiet day today. That's okay. The flight schedule for this week is already on the Discord, so if you haven't been over there yet, do have a look. I got Popper speeding somewhere. What we have coming up this week. I think we've got some good flights. If you want to join, more than welcome to. If not, that's perfectly fine as well. As always, well, hello, Mick. Do my eyes deceive me? Is it Watt Mickford in my chat? Hello, good sir. How are you? Nice to see you here. I have missed you in my chat. Honestly, it is nice to see you. I was getting worried about you. Nice to see you here. We're just having a little run on the Boston Springer this morning before we do a flight from Long Lakes to Boston. Now, here's what I will do. It seems like some people want to fly on Sundays. Some, what I need to figure out how to do a private group so that if we have a couple people in, it's not like crowded skies where we can't really see, like names are overlapping. Well, I understand. Yeah, I was just hadn't heard from you in a while, and was like, oh, hopefully he's okay. So, yeah, I'm very happy to see you. Doris was asking about you. I talked to her on Saturday. I haven't seen Mick the FIFA and everything or anything. I said, well, I don't know. I think he had some stuff happening and he might have to take a break. So yes, even in Mexico, you're missed, Mick. Good. So we'll let her know. People notice when you're not around, Mick. So we are on the 50th anniversary livery, although I wish this was not here. But here, it's the 50th anniversary livery. Yeah, when I message her this morning, I will let her know. She'll probably still sound asleep because it's only almost 6:30 in the morning there, so. So, since this isn't like really a scenic flight per se, I mean, there'll be some nice scenery, I think, from the lakes when we take off, and we're going to come in over Boston and land basically not far from Logan Airport. Oh, cool. Glad to hear it. So, since this isn't like really a, like where we take off and we circle around like a, an island or, something like that, it's kind of a point-to-point flight. I will open up the multiplayer today if anybody wants to jump in on the float planes. I was thinking about it this morning, and I'm like, it kind of makes sense if it's something that people want to do today just for fun. More than welcome to. If not, it's fine. You don't have to have all the low. Not sure how to M6. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, so I don't know. The numbers sometimes throw me off. I don't know what they're supposed to mean. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. M6 is cool. Okay. Yeah, we're just taking a quick run on the Boston Sprinter here on Train Sim World 2, and then I'm going to take a break, reset the stream, or all my stuff. I got the game free on Epic, not tried. Oh, you got Train Sim World 2 free on Epic? Or, I'm guessing that's what you mean. Oh, okay. Well, there's lots to do. There's freight, there's passenger, there's switching. There's enough for everybody, I think, that you can find something to do. And the good thing is, on every railroad, whether it's the the 3 base ones that you get, or any of the other ones, there is like a training module to kind of get you used to how to operate the train. So I would highly recommend going through those first, because some of the trains can be very complex and some are, you know, fairly simple, or they appear to be simple, but even those can sometimes be complex. So yeah, I would highly recommend you do the training. But yeah, if you like freight, if you like passenger, there's plenty of stuff to do. There's lots for everybody. You can run whatever. So yeah, good deal. Hopefully you enjoy it. The limit here. Yeah, there's like 3 routes. There's Sandpatch Grade, London Underground, and a German route. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff. Just to get you started, that's more than enough, and you don't have to have the other routes to enjoy it. Just try those, and then if you like those, then you can always pick up routes. So sometimes I would look for stuff on sale, if you can. They do have sales every so often on, especially on some of the older content, I think. So yeah, I would. But Sandpatch Grade, it's a long route. It's very slow. So if you like, or on the Köln to Aachen, they have a high-speed train, like the ice train, the Intercity Express. So you can go speeding that way. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff to do. And then London Underground, you can do part of it. You can do the whole route. It goes very quick. It doesn't seem like it, but once you're underground, the stations are very close to one another. So yeah, I would try those, and then if you decide that you want to expand, you can. There's a person on YouTube, the British Ace. He is a brand ambassador for Dovetail Games, and Train Sim World 2, or Train Sim stuff in general, the PC side or the console side. If you look him up on YouTube, or I might try to be able to put a link into his channel. He has way more information. He could, if you have any major questions about the game, he'd be more than happy to answer them. I used to play this on a regular basis, but I don't. I haven't in a while. I just do one on Sunday every so often. But yeah, he's got way more knowledge than I do about it. And if a route's coming out or whatever, once it's out, he will do like a first, like a showing, just to kind of give everybody an idea what the route is and what you're getting and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But he's on the PlayStation 5 version. I'm on the Xbox Series S. It's fine. It's not perfect. There was the previous version that was out on the older consoles, and then Train Sim World 2 came out, and then they've tried to push it where they've improved the graphics and things, I like it. I mean, it's fun. I don't. I guess you could. I mean, it's better than. It's probably well. There's. I don't know of any other train simulator on the console. There's plenty on the PC, but on the console, I don't think that there really is anything quite like this. And the great thing is, like I said, you can. There's plenty of passenger stuff. If that's all you want to do, you can just focus all on that and have fun with it. So, yeah, I wouldn't. There's plenty of content, I think. Or if you just want to run freight, you can run. Well, on most every route, not all of them, but on most every route, you can do freight services. But I like it. I mean, it's had its issues, but it's fine, you know. So yeah, it's not. But like British Ace does, he does it on the console. He plays on the PC as well, because the PC has way more routes and stuff like that. So we just got Steam on the console. I haven't bought the route yet and all that, but we now finally have Steam trains. So yeah, I think there's enough for everybody if you're a railroad enthusiast. So surprised we haven't gotten a thing to say start slowing down. It's been a while since I've been on this route, so I don't remember. I feel like I'm gonna have to jam on the brakes last minute almost. Maybe I need to start slow. I think I better start slowing down now. That mileage is going to go very quickly. Yeah. Oh, see, that's it. It's past the station. Yep, I need to start. Oh boy, I really need to get on the brakes. There's a suppression. That doesn't seem right. Ooh. Oh, we are going to blow this station. We are going to blow this station, I think. Well, this is what happens when you haven't been on a route in ages. We might actually stop without blowing the station. Ooh, that was close. Hello, Amela. How are you? I almost did an Amela. I almost blew the station, Amela. I was not slowing down, and it was getting to get close. I thought I was going to go right through the. That's what happens when you've not been on this. Oops. Yeah. Well, at least I think we made it in time that we'll get the full 500 points for the passengers. Mello, in what world does this make sense on a train from a 50th anniversary livery? I mean, come on now, that's just sad. That is unacceptable, I think. Okay. Well, we're heading to Boston here in a moment, and we're gonna wrap things up as soon as we get there, because I have another stream to do after I take a little break and get everything reset. What? Wow. What in the world? All right, 10 miles to Boston. Yeah, that just seems rather... I mean, come on. You don't need to be advertising like that in the sim, in the game. That's just... They need to go in and remove that. I'm sorry, but that's just... If I'd known that was there when I picked it, because you don't get the whole view, you only get the front kind of thing, I wouldn't have picked that. That's just... No. No, never again. Games, what is wrong with you, honestly? See, it says I have... See, if M6 was just followed me, which I appreciate, I thought my numbers would have gone up to 124 followers, but it's like staying steady, so I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway. They tease us with those CSX locomotives, I think. So I thought we were going to get that as an option for freight on the route. Did we get our full? We did. Okay. So we made it. A big American flag should have been put there. Yeah. Yeah. Something, or... Yeah, I would agree. Something like that would have been ideal, I think. So, Mela, since you weren't here moments ago, if you want to fly with me today out of Long Lakes to Boston Harbor, because we're going to come in over Boston into where we're going to land is near Logan Airport in Boston, but we'll be on a floater plane. If you want to join in, I'll have the multiplayer open for that, because I realize it's not so much a scenic flight as it is a point-to-point flight. So if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to, but if not, that's perfectly fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the multiplayer on all the time. But if on Sundays, what we may do is, if you want to fly, we can do... I'll try to make it like a private group sort of thing. That way, we won't have like a ton of people in the sky or anything like that. Seaplane, yes, the Cessna 172 with the pontoons. You can pick either one. There's the G1000 version, or there's the non-G1000. Either one's fine. And you don't have to have the VOR stuff. You can just follow me if you want. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it on. The only thing that may change, well, that will change, I wouldn't say may, is the server, whichever server I'm on, because sometimes what may appear to be stable turns out to be yuck. So, um, so yeah, well, I have to figure out. Yes, yes, Mick, I did, which did not make sense because I'd done all the stuff that I normally do, you know, bring the RPMs down and all that, but it was like it seemed to me that the RPMs were stuck. Like even if I, you know, uh, didn't have the uh, feathering at 100%, it was like I tried to bring it back and it was like it was just it had its own mind. So something's not right, definitely. I don't know if, you know, one of the updates, maybe it just something got stuck. It seems like it's the only way I can figure it out, but yeah, it just seems like it just didn't want to bleed off speed or anything like that. So yeah, it was a kind of a weird situation. So yeah, I think it's something with the plane, not you or I. So, but it's good to know that it's there. I guess. All right, we are pulling into Boston, South Boston. They even had Amtrak put. Oh, no, really? Dove. Wow. That is. That's. Well, I can see that because some racing teams had Turn 10 logos on it, you know, and that was a way for the Turn 10 employees to get into races for free, to be VIPs and such. And then all that stuff never came to Forza Motorsports. So yeah, I could see it. It's just a way for them to, oh, we're insiders with Amtrak now. Look at us. Wow, just that's sad. The level of wow. That's all I can say is wow. Jeez. My opinion of Dovetail Games just went even lower. Sorry. I think we're going to be a little bit late into Boston, but that's okay. I think we're going to be fine. Wow, that is. I'm sorry, but that's just sad. Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit late, but that's okay. We're not worried about medals or anything like that here. That is. Wow. There's another train. I've never. Well, no, I have. It's just it's just mind blowing to see that they would go that far. Yeah, if I'd known that, I would not have picked that, that livery. It's like, oh, 50th anniversary. This is going to be cool. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That is just sad. Oh well, what can you do? Well, as soon as we get all the passengers loaded, we will conclude this part of the stream for today's why is it that there's a suppression part between minimum and full-on braking? That doesn't make any sense either. I never noticed that before. Huh. I don't know. Wait a minute. Go. Oh. Oh, we haven't stopped, or I thought this was the end. Well, on the, you have like a handle, kind of like this on the Baby Bullet, but the, on the other one, it's a lap braking system. But the Baby Bullet is, I think, far better to drive overall. But when the whole line is electrified, I'm not sure what the braking will be like, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be somewhat similar to this. There'll be, you know, a yeah, I'm not sure. But I know once they electrify the whole line, then I think the trains will certainly change, but I think they'll have a system somewhat similar to this, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't expecting this part. I know they had pictures of the trains, and they looked very European in design, almost like some of the stuff from Bombardier or Siemens or whatever. But I don't know I don't remember who's making them. And even now, I mean, I don't know if they're even still being manufactured at this point, because this was all this started pre-pandemic, so I don't know where what the status is of that system being, that train system being created or manufactured, I should say. Because I get the feeling that the I think they bit off more than they could chew on this with their plans to electrify the line. There's somebody. Oh, we're waiting for a train to depart. Okay. So now we're late as well. We'll be late there. Yeah, because it seems to me that when they started to look at everything and that they were going to have to put new rail bed down and all that, they didn't expect the level of damage underneath the rail bed, and not just from the railroad traffic itself going back and forth daily, but also the fact that that's on a fault line, I think. So that every time there's even been smaller quakes with the rumbling of the trains and everything, they would, I think it's just caused a lot of damage over the years that they weren't expecting. And I would have thought that, especially with the technology we have available today, that there would be a way that they could have like almost like an X-ray of sorts that just, if they put it on a train and drove over the rail bed and looked at they would have known about that damage a long time ago. Or maybe they did and they just didn't. They're like, oh, it'll be fine. We'll replace it when it falls apart. Or maybe we're waiting on that train, but there is a train in our spot, I think. Yep, there still is. So we're waiting for that one to pull out. Hopefully that train does. So we're just kind of stuck here. These do look like nice. Yeah, they look like they'd be comfortable. I mean, this is business class, so. These are coach class. I mean, they still look pretty nice. I'm sure they charge you a little bit more for business class. I wonder if because I was late and we're going to get stuck here. It seems like that would be the case, but who knows? Oh, maybe... Is that our... I think that's the one. Yep. Alright. It's finally... We'll get moving here in a moment. That newer... Oh. I didn't know that. You saw the ACS-64 with the passenger cars? Well, I guess that makes sense because they probably go to New York Penn from Newark. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. Oh yeah, look at this. We are way late. Oh, okay. I would like to take an Amtrak service out of New York Penn just once. I think that would be amazing. And see, there is a Amtrak station in Syracuse at the bus junction. Um, well, they call it the transportation hub, but you can catch a bus to other parts of New York from there. You can go all the way to New York City from Syracuse. But the but there is a Amtrak station. I think you could take that train to Albany, New York. I think it goes to Albany. Um, yeah, it's just not. I don't know. I would have thought. Well, there used to be a train station here back when freight, passenger routes would go pretty much everywhere. But that passenger station now is, um, it's small. It's like people are using it for offices and other stuff. It's not, and even the freight depot, the building that was where freight was being loaded onto trains to be going elsewhere, that's not used for that either. And I think it's CSX or Norfolk Southern. One of them, they have a small yard there, like a main. You can do. I don't think there's a maintenance facility, but if there's problems, you can pull off there, and they can try to figure out what the problem is or whatever. So, and see, even those are similar to the one on the Peninsula Corridor, but I think these have a better braking system, if I remember correctly, compared to the one. I don't think this has a lap braking system. Is what I mean. Yeah, see, before Amtrak was ever around, all the routes had their own. If they did passenger, they set their own prices, and then it became. I think one of the other issues was that if you were on one route, then it would the other another line didn't have to honor the ticket or whatever. It was like all kinds of ridiculous stuff. Well, at least we got a 500 out of that. Oh, I didn't realize I forgot this all dead ended here. I thought it went on ahead. Well, let's see. How do we fare? Oh, we got enough for a gold. Yay, us. Yeah. All right. So that will be it for right now. Let's see, 8:01. Let's say I'll be back on at 8:25. Let me get things reset. Get some more coffee in my system, and then we'll get started on the flying today. Should be a nice little flight. So if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. I will see you all in just over 20 minutes. I will see you then. Bye.